What it do, people? You know what it is, and you know what it sounds like. NBA, picking with Pop. Let's roll. We still on retreat. Winner, chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, 101 Popovism. Coop or gray got the hit the bad line in the air throwing. Winner, chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, 101. Coop or gray got the hit the bad line in the air throwing signals. 1,000 on the table, 100,000 in the bank account. Trying to get rich. Who else in the building? Trying to break the house. What it do, people? Welcome back to another edition of NBA Picking with Pop. I am your host, Popovis. Money Making Wednesdays. Yeah, kid, that feeling. As you can see, the background is not Popovis TV background. Still out with the company. We're still on retreat. They doing a little horseback riding and shit. I don't do all that right now. Still a little injured, so I ain't trying to fuck around and find out. Anyway, with that said, as we always do around this time, let's get a quick recap of yesterday's games. 6 games on the slate. We went 4-2. The 2 plays that we gave out did cash. Yeah, kid. Help our record out a little bit. So we went 4-2. We gave out the Chicago Bulls as a lock, and we gave out the Golden State Warriors as the play of the day. Both of them cash. Warriors was waiting to the end to do it. Then they finally covered that 11. They won by 11. The spread was 10.5. I'm in a little tent too if you hear the wind blowing and shit. Pelicans got their first win of the season. They covered. I think they won by 3 or 4. They was given 2.5 when I did the spread. Atlanta outright won again over Orlando. Orlando was a little shaky, a little nervous, a little shaky. They're a little nervous. So our grand record is 43-66. So we still way behind, but I'm gonna get better. As far as the locks, not from Yonkers, we now 18-24. So we creeping up. And as far as the play of the day, we are now 5-10. So we still under 500, but we're going to try to make that change up today. With that being said, first game up, we have Philadelphia 76ers out on the road at Cleveland. Cleveland giving 10.5. Garland will be back today. I'm not really sure if that's gonna make them a 10-point favorite difference. I think Cleveland will win money line. Joel Embiid won't be in the lineup tonight. Y'all know back-to-back. Come on, B. Y'all know back-to-back. He don't play. Yeah, I'm scared of bees. I don't want to get stung. Y'all know back-to-back. He don't play. I think Cleveland wins, but I don't think they roll. I think it's like a 7-8 point, game victory. Yesterday, Philly did lose to Chicago, and we had Chicago was the play today. They barely pulled it out. Pause, -1.5. I don't play that game, I'm just being funny. But we like Philly with the 10.5. Next game up, we got Utah out on the road at Detroit Pistons. Pistons giving 9.5. The Pistons balling. Pistons balling right now. One of the best teams in the NBA, record-wise and just play-wise. They came out the gate strong, although they did lose to Chicago in the first game of the season. Since then, they've been rocking and rolling. Utah been a mixed bag, 3-4, up and down. Last game, they did go to Boston, and they did win. But Vegas is still saying, I dare you to take Utah with 9.5. They're probably going to go to Detroit and get blown out. Bad spot for them, back-to-back. Not back-to-back. But back-to-back on the road. I like Detroit to come out and play strong. Hopefully they don't play down to their competition because they haven't been good for that long. So we like Detroit. Next game up, we got Brooklyn Zoo out on the road at Indiana. Indiana giving 6.5. Indiana, they got some struggles. They struggling mightily. Got some injuries. going to the chip last year, losing your best player in Game 7, and then, starting the season off with a slew of injuries. On the other hand, Brooklyn is still searching for that desperate win because they're the only team in the NBA without that W. I mean, we eat W's, Jameis Winston. I like Brooklyn. I don't think Brooklyn get the first win. I think Indiana will come out and, win the game, money line. But 7, 8 points, you asking them to win by 10. It won't be a stretch of an imagination that they can win by that. But eventually Brooklyn got to win. They have to. Just like the Pelicans won yesterday. Eventually they got to win. So I like Brooklyn. No real rhyme or reason. They got to win a game. And Indiana hasn't been playing that good to be laying 6.5, even though you at home. So I like Brooklyn. Next game up, we got the Washington Wizards out on the road at Boston. Boston giving 12.5, coming off that stink of the Utah. I'm sure they're going to be out for blood. It's going to be blood in the water. But will they cover, though? That's the tricky part. Can they cover? Absolutely. They're the better team. They got the better players. But I'm rolling with Washington. I'm rolling with Washington with that 12.5. I think Boston wins by 11, by 12, by 10, by 9. I don't think they win by 13, 14, 15. Not saying that they can't. I'm just saying I think they won't. So we're gonna take the Washington Wizards. Yeah, kid, that feeling. Co-workers walking by. He wasn't with the horseback riding either. Me neither. Even though I'm injured, I would have tried it, but I can't do it right now. Next game up, we got my New York Knicks at home going against the Minnesota Timberwolves, and y'all know what we about to do. It's New York in the house. It's Brooklyn in the house. Uptown in the house. Like, Shaolin, are you in the house? Japan, are you in the house? Everybody, are you in the house? Baby, baby, come on. Baby, come on. Baby, come on. My New York Knicks looking good. Looking real stellar. And they're going to be home for a little minute, so they comfortable at the crib. Meanwhile, Minnesota is on the road again. Like, on the road again. This is going to be their third game on the road. And after that, they go back home for one game on Friday against the Jazz. Then they back on the road for 2 games. So I like the Knicks. We know Karl Anthony Towns, a.k.a. Cat. Rudy, not Rudy Gobert. Julius Randle, the swap out, Devin Vincenzo, whatever his name is. We know the history. We know that they don't like each other. We know, all of that. I think the Knicks is playing better record-wise, even record-wise, but I just think the Knicks is better at home. You're comfortable at the crib. 59% is on the Knicks minus the 3.5, and Knicks money line is 155. Side note, because this is my show, that 155 money line is almost always a loser. I hate to see it. I'm going to take the Knicks, but I'm not going to bet on this game. But I do like the New York Knicks. Next game up, we got the Houston Rockets. Houston out on the road, laying a pretty big number at Memphis. And they giving them 7.5. I was leaning towards Memphis, but I'm going Houston. And the reason why I'm going Houston, although JaY came back in the last game. And, he played well, had, I think, 13 or 14 assists to go along with 18 points. I'm not sure how many rebounds. But when the reporters was talking to him after the game, and I'm just here so I don't get fined, and he like, they told you that? If you didn't see it, they asking him questions about what he said in management, and he like, y'all talk to management? He like, they told y'all that? So it was giving the vibes, and then they asked him outright, like, so, are you playing with joy? Do you think you get your joy back? And I started to say, this shit sounds familiar. It sounds like when Jimmy Butler was doing this with the Miami Heat, talking about he don't got his happy, joy, and then they end up trading him. I think John Moran might be on the trading block soon. It might be wise for the Grizzlies to get him up out of there. And do you ever think about when you up out of here, your record, etc.? With that being said, I just don't like hearing that from the star player. Houston is coming off a close win
over. They should have blew them out. The Mavericks, they won by 8. I think the spread was 11.5. On the road, hostile environment. I like Houston. Am I going to be surprised if Memphis keep it within the number? No. But I just don't like the fact that, JaY is speaking the way that he's speaking. Next game up, we got the Pelicans out on the road at the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas Mavericks giving 8.5. It's like, damn, can we at least celebrate our first win of the season? As soon as we get a little victory under our belt, y'all want to make us the underdogs in the very next game by 8.5. I like Dallas at home. I think they need to win more. Lively is still out. No Zion Williams this game. Jordan Poole, questionable. As it stands right now, I'm not going to bet on this game. It's not one of my favorite games. But I do like Dallas minus the 8.5. So I'm going to take Dallas minus the 8.5. Next game, moving on. We got the Miami Heat out on the road at the Denver Chicken Nuggets. I like Denver. Denver is minus 9.5. Last game they didn't cover. So this is going to be back-to-back games. They didn't cover with the Kings. They won by 6. They could have covered. We made Denver the player the day that day. So they're coming off losing to Portland. Not barely covering over the Kings. And now they play on Miami. And they got 3 more games home. 2 more games. They got the Warriors and they got the Pacers. Friday and Saturday back-to-back. So I think they do what they got to do tonight. Rest up tomorrow and then get ready to pay back the Warriors for that loss that they lost out there in Golden State. I like Denver strong tonight. I think they could win. I think they could cover. The public is on them, but so what? Sometimes you just got to roll with the public because they're right. Next game up, we got the Los Angeles Lakers at home playing the Spurs. Spurs getting 2.5. And I like the Spurs. But Lakers been balling. Lakers is 6-2, best record on a LeBron list team since he been on the team, but absent. And Spurs 5-1. Came off a stinker when we had them as the player of the day over the Phoenix Suns. I think Victor Wembanyama, I think he bounced back, figure out the double team. Even though I thought that shit was bullshit, him not shooting the ball. I'm not really buying the double team. But with that being said, I think everybody be on the Lakers tonight because they rolling, and I'm not mad at you if you're on the Lakers side. I'm just going to go with the San Antonio Spurs. Short, sweet, simple. That's who I like. Next game up, we got the Oklahoma City Thunder out on the road at Portland, giving Portland 4.5. And OKC coming off a back-to-back. Yesterday they played who they played yesterday, and they covered yesterday, right? I had the Clippers yesterday, but they covered. I like OKC. They beat the Portland Trail Blazers 16 times in a row. You ever got your ass whipped and your mom's is like, did not tell you not to come in this house after curfew? That's how they got their ass spanked. And I think they take Portland and do them dirty again tonight. Portland playing a little better, but OKC is the better team. So we're going to take OKC in that game. We ain't going to really try to overthink it. And the last game of the night will be the Golden State Warriors out on the road at Sacramento. Sacramento was favored 2.5. And like most of y'all, I'm on the Warriors. This the last 5 games. I think the Warriors won the last 2. But in the last 5, I think it's like 3-2, something like that. They usually do lose at Sacramento, so I won't be surprised if Sacramento coming back home after being on the road. Let me just check real quick. Sacramento. Sacramento just lost to Denver, just beat the Bucks. 1, 2, 3. Been on the road. They're going to be home for the Warriors, the Thunder, Minnesota, Denver, and the Hawks. I don't think they get this one. I don't think they get the Thunder either, but who knows? Thunder going to eventually lose. They're not going to go 82-0. With that being said, y'all know what we're going to do now. We're going to get to the theme music.
Yeah, great fire, rich famous.
When the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one popovism. Coupe all gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the bad line in the air, throwing signals. When the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one.
All right, guys. Here go the locks. Not from Yonkers, but the locks that get you and me the winner chicken dinners. We going with Detroit. We going with Philly. We going with OKC. And the play of the day is the Denver Nuggets. Once again, we going with Philly. We going with Detroit. We going with OKC. And we going with the Denver Nuggets as the play of the day. Let me know who you like. Let me know who you taking. Let me know where you think I'm bugging out at. But of course, it's your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. Popovich TV. We still on retreat. We live. We rolling. We unscripted. We authentic. That feeling back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid.